Sorry about the technical difficulties, but I've managed to fix it up now, so everyone should be able to see the game rather than me to just describe it. So there you go. I was trying to get the visual to work. That was all. There you go. I'm gonna do displays, so I can't change anything. But we are going to do it. Oh look, I haven't done anything, so now I'd like you to understand there is a storyline to the game actually. It had been my dream to open a museum to showcase the many artifacts obtained throughout my years of questing. Unfortunately, a terrible accident occurred a few months ago involving the very jewel board that's supposed to be the centerpiece of my museum. My 6-year-old daughter, Natalie, opened a hidden compartment in the board and immediately dangerous spores spewed into the air, blinding Natalie and causing her eyes to shine like bright red rubies. As I suspect my nemesis, Sebastian Grenard, planted those spores inside the board. Obviously, Sebastian intended to inflict me, Rupert Pack, as revenge for taking Emma back away from him. I now have no choice but to postpone my museum's grand opening while I search for a cure for Natalie's blindness. This is the very beginning of the story. We start here. We arrive in Uxmal to meet Alamar, a boy similarly affected like Natalie. Last month, Alamar found a jewel board in the grassy field near his home. Like Natalie, Alamar opened the jewels board's secret compartment, exposed himself to the deadly spores, which instantly blinded him too. Shortly afterward, he heard the approaching footsteps of a man with a raspy voice who uttered to him, "Drink the water at the house of the Grimace," and then mysteriously disappeared. I got 2 gold level for all these places when I was younger. I already know that, thank you. The aim is to get all the squares gold underneath. Actually, I've got a thing. There you go. Don't need to worry about that one then. I really needed those. Right, I've still got 3 to go. Perfect. Right. We've still got 1 more to go. I'll see if I can... There you go. That is the first one. Edsna. The cryptic clue in Uxmal mentioned the House of the Grimace, which I remember is the main translation for Edsna. I recall how Edsna is surrounded by a complex system of canals and reservoirs. At one of the canals, I scoop up a handful of water to drink when Emma notices a shimmering golden canister submerged at the bottom. This must be another clue. Inside the canister, we found a cryptic clue that reads, "In the air, follow the rain of glass." This is literally going to be a bit more of a glow trek around the world. You do see these coins here? Well, you're gonna have to match those. Or get rid of that. Oh. Maybe. I'll need to do that, okay? You're probably wondering why I'm trying to get a bit more precision. Okay, that will not work. Never mind. Doesn't matter. You see, there's a hidden quest in each location. For Central America, which we are in, this one is match 5 of those coins in a row. Don't worry, game, I do know what I'm doing. I don't know if the audio is working. Let me just double check real quick. Okay, the game audio is picking up, that's good. I had to double check. I always work from the bottom. If I'm able to. Oops, shoot. That's all right. Oh, I can see that one. Right, I've got this one, that's good. Oh, missing. The top corner is actually missing. Good to know. There you go. Thing is, you've got to get the board complete before this timer runs out. El Chichum. I think that's how. I think that's how you pronounce it. We board a tiny plane, and once in the air, I noticed a plume of grey smoke in the distance. The clue directed us to follow the rain of glass. As we approach, Emma exclaims that the plume is volcanic ash, specifically made of silt and volcanic glass. We follow the plume above El Chichen and land near the volcano. We search the mounds of ash surrounding the volcano and discover there are 3 gold coins. Another note that reads, if 3 are good, 4 are better. Each different board that you'll find in the different locations, they'll have a different quirk to them. A coin will fall. The coins will fall if they reach the bottom. I'll have to match the 3 coins at some point. Still got one more to go. Oh, I need a ruby. Now the other places are in fact available now. I might not be able to pronounce that, I'm afraid. Thing is, Uraxicon or Uraxiton, I think. The trail of clues seems to have come to an end. The last clue included the 3 gold coins and a note that if 3 are good, 4 are better. What could this mean? The Temple of Masks in Uraxton, Guatemala. A village woman approaches Natalie and hands her a beautiful doll made from dried corn leaves. When Natalie embraces the doll, we hear a clinking noise to find it hidden another gold coin, and a note that reads, "Keep searching and you may find the cure." I do apologize, I might not be able to pronounce every single, like, place name, though. That was quite a move, that was. I didn't expect all those. Maybe? Maybe? Yes. That's the secret. That's a secret quest done already. Why do the oranges look like Bread's OC? They do, actually. I see you, Norm. I was just in VC with Bread, actually, until a bit ago. I was waiting for a video to finish uploading, actually. But unfortunately, I'm going to be honest, I don't know how to exactly resize the image, considering this is an old game, and game capture was not working at all. So this is purely display capture. And currently Bread's using a picture of a Flippy, actually. Want to send it my way? Maybe after the stream, actually. Because the thing is, I've only just started this, so... I say, this game came in the noughties. Let's see what I can do. Well, not right now. Yeah. I might ask you soon, very soon, because I do want to continue streaming these sorts of games, considering, like, the older games, I just remember them too well. Right, I've still got this one to do. But I'm actually lucky enough to have gone the secret quest immediately, though. That was actually quite lucky. Wait a minute. I could probably ask you maybe tomorrow potentially, Unharm, if you're okay with that, unless you're busy, which is fair enough. Just let me know when you're free. I just remember that they said certain days is. Oh yes, at long last. Alright, you also Zuma real old games, yeah. So this is one game I actually did want to replay. There you go, because I got towards the gold levels, but I never finished it. So now I don't need to worry about doing the hidden quest for this place. So I can immediately go to the gold quests when I come back. Lamanai. Although she cannot see, Natalie stays in good spirits and remains hopeful that we'll find a cure for her soon. As we ride a riverboat through the Belizean jungle, I notice how Natalie's other senses have become heightened. She's in awe of the surrounding sounds of exotic animals, and when she asks me to describe the jungle's colourful and lush foliage, a yellow-headed parrot suddenly lands on her shoulder, gently nudging against her ear. Yeah, it was totally like your time, morning, afternoon, I guess. Okay then. To be fair, I might. The thing is, I was planning to potentially stay home tomorrow. To be honest, I mean, it's gonna be not so nice weather-wise. I mean, it depends what hours you're looking at in Harm. That's all it is. So I'd appreciate it. So I'm like I have missed this game for like years. I did play it the other day for a bit just to see how well it looked, and I kind of cried on how happy I felt just playing this game again. Kind of sad, I know. They're like 5, 6 hours behind me. I'm ahead of you actually. I'm across the pond and Harm, you might recall. Hmm. Check. Yeah, ahead. Yeah, it's not my time. So for me, yeah, ahead. Yeah, it's not my time, so it's not American. It's all right. Yeah, I think I am a few hours ahead of you. Go and talk. I'm gonna try and make this more of a full playthrough, to be honest. So. The thing is, I could redo the entire stream with the correct settings, but do I really want to? I mean, I've already managed to get the hidden quest already, which is good. The hidden quest here is actually a bit difficult, actually, if you're not careful. I think I was lucky to have it on that particular board itself. I find so many people are actually thinking of like going back to like the older games. Oh, that was lucky. Is my audio actually as well kind as well than Harm? Just checking. Another classic Jensen. Yeah. Now we're going to the last one, Copan. Audio's fine. Thank you. In Copan, Honduras, we come to a ruins of a Hieroglyphic staircase. Emma and I carefully scanned each step carved with intricate hieroglyphic details. Natalie, unaware that she should not directly touch the ancient ruins, places her hands against the steps and mentions how one step in particular feels so much warmer than the rest. I decide to investigate. Indeed, the step is almost too hot to touch. I lift the brick to reveal a jewel like any I'd ever seen, emitting intense heat. Funkar var lodgen så var gem wonder. Now this leads to two so once we finish here, we get to go to other places globally too. In the game, which is nice. Now I didn't see that was actually a good move there. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm just checking the visuals actually. I've got to match this twice. Right, there you go, that's the other. The games before the modern one, or before the modern ones. I can see this, but what I'll need to do... Can I do that? Yes, I can. There you go. I always try and get the difficult places out of the way first. Then I don't need to worry about them later. Oh, there you go. There you go. And now that was the last one of Central America. And that was the stone that was found. So we finished Central America for now. That's not finished. We can either go to Iceland or we go to South America. Now I'm thinking... Now, yeah, you can see there's Europe, there's Africa, Australia, China. That is the East Asia, and there's Pacific Northwest. So we are technically literally going around the world. I think I'll go to Iceland actually. Yeah, Iceland's music actually is nice. I am going to do my best in reading everything as well. So if I mispronounce anything, it might just be the place name, very likely, so don't mind me, okay? I am doing my best. Quick sip. We're gonna Isafjordhur. We see a crowd gathered around the strongest Gilmer wrestler in Iceland. He will attempt to break open one of the ice blocks. He squeezes it, slams onto the ground, stomps on it, but to no avail. Ice block will not break or melt. The Gilmer Ressa scoffs when Natalie offers to help. When he holds the warming jewels near the ice block, it instantly melts. Our little daughter has become so adept at melting the ice blocks using the warming jewels. The Iceland music actually is my favorite. It's really nice and relaxing. Ooh, that was actually the hidden quest. That was easy. Now you might find this interesting. If I've ever I can still make matches despite that, but it won't make it gold. That's the thing. Or people are streaming Dual Quest 3 more than Washington. I'm saying 1 and 2 combined. By the way, that wasn't a joke. I'm actually not surprised, if I'm honest with you. So, I mean, I'd say it's just a matter of fact that I liked puzzle games for like years. I've always liked puzzle games. They at least allow me to try and have ways of, you know, testing if I can still do certain games at least. And of course, it's very helpful. Puzzle games are amazing. Yeah, I'd say I do love them. I mean, I've always loved puzzle games since I was young, so... By the way, if this ice thing gets to the bottom, it will disintegrate. There you go. It'll still match even if it's encased in ice. Oh, it disappeared. Never mind. I think it's similar to roguelike builders. Yeah, I'd say Demon Bluff technically in similar vein to that, considering that is roguelike as well. And there you go. As soon as the ice is gone, like the coins in Central America, they'll disappear too. As you can tell, I do like I do like this music, to be fair. So I mean, Iceland's music's actually been good. The European music is good as well. I think my favorite is China's one actually. But Iceland is actually just as good. In fact, Australia's as well. Australia's is good. I think a lot of the game music in this game actually is very good. Despite it being very old, it's still got great music. Actually. Brad's gonna sound so disappointed when he hears that. Although he might understand actually. Like if he is tuned in, he might understand why I find this music actually is good. Because you can hear like different locations through the music. You can just hear it. And that's what I like about it. And that is a ruby, if I recall correctly. It's going there. So this is a ruby. And unfortunately, there is no Reykjavik. Actually, you'll be surprised. Akureyri. Emma suggests that we bring Natalie to one of the breathtaking fjords in Akuri. While there, Emma and I note the fjord's immense beauty and wish that our daughter Natalie could regain her sight to witness such incredible jewels of nature. Emma discussed the clues we have found so far and analyze their possible significance. Then we turn around and realize that Natalie is missing this Wonder doll. Uh-oh. Now, there is a funny gimmick to this puzzle. You can do that. Jewels can be moved into any empty space, which is ironic, actually. You might find the gimmick actually hilarious. So you can make matches despite, which is funny. Quit scratch. Anyway. Oh, we got the rubies here instead. I don't like the theory that we've got the masks and these skulls. It's because they're the same color, and of course they're not exactly the easiest to see for. I keep thinking one's the other and vice versa. So the jewels will change over time the more I go through. I wonder. No, I can't. Okay. Maybe not quite, but oh well. We'll just carry on. Thankfully, you don't lose lives in this game, so... At some point, I will be doing Dual Quest 2 as well. I will do that. But out of the series, I never played Dual Quest 1, which you might find surprising. So I don't know the storyline of that one. But I am going to do it. I might do that in my own time, but but I'll likely do it on stream as well. Okay, I'll just do that real quick. Oh, there's a masquerade in the chat. Shoot, this isn't good. No, I'm trying to figure out where the moves are. It's not easy, especially when you got some of the jewels that look exactly the same. Yeah. You can hear the cold, bitter winds, actually, in Iceland, too, in its song. It gives you a vague sense of exactly how Iceland's geography is as a country. Like, the geography of it. It's not exaggerating, it is quite cold. It would be quite cold. Given the time... Because this is actually, if I remember rightly, the year of which this game was set in was 1952, if I recall. There you go. I'm slowly getting there now. I need two more in this area, in the general vicinity here. Okay, that's perfect. That's one here. I'm halfway through my timer. I'm going to be quick as I can, because I'm under a time limit on this level. That was not really what I wanted to do, but oh well. Not much I can do there. It will respawn another one somewhere. I'm hoping it'll be somewhere here, preferably. Oh, there's another one. Oh, okay, right. I managed to get that over here. Perfect. Okay, that's actually good. Okay, that's the last one. Oh, that's a relief. I was a bit concerned there for a second. You probably realise I've actually taken the 18 plus tag off. Well, I won't be using my typical humour in this stream, actually, because I prefer to concentrate when I do puzzle games, though. Shocker, I know. Sorry I'm being clean for once. Hmm. Let me I'm trying to see if I can get more diamonds in this direction, but unfortunately that's not the case. Wait, hang on. There you go. Hrun Safari. In Hrun Safari, the villager leads us to a magnificent waterfall, where we find his wife Katrin, sitting contemplatively on the shore, listening to the rushing water. Straight after playing with her jewel board near a stone bridge overlooking the river, Vita, Katrin reminds us that she was blinded by the deadly spores and was approached by a strange man, who handed her a small fist-sized ice block and says, "Not even the sun can melt them." Oh, that was quick. That's quick for an ice block to appear. I don't want to remove that because I want to do this. You see, each place will have a different challenge. So this place has, as you can see, jewels covered with a sheet of ice, which needs these to melt it. Similar colored jewels again. It's not easy to tell. If I remember rightly, I think in Europe, I think one of the masks actually changes. I think it does anyway. That was a lot. Hi. Hello, Patrick. This is an old game, actually, as you'll have noticed. Unfortunately, I've had to do the unfortunate thing of having display capture being used for this particular game to be streamed, unfortunately. But to be fair, as long as people can see what's going on the screen, that's the main thing. What's the point of this game? You're getting all these squares to be gold. But there are different gimmicks to each place you're visiting. Currently, as you can see, I'm in Iceland. We're gonna Hekla now. Emma and I climb Mount Hekla and notice a row of black stones, partially buried in a white snow, as if to indicate a pathway. Let's see where they lead, Emma says excitedly. At a few hundred yards, we find a large ice block, and embedded inside was what appears to be a very delicate-looking jewel resembling a flower. We built a campfire to melt the ice block, but remains as sturdy and frozen as ever, which baffles us. Candy Crush but old. Pretty much, that's what it is. This one's a storyline-based game too, because there is a story to this. Basically, you're following a journey of a family, Rupert, Emma, and their daughter Natalie, as they go in search of a cure for Natalie's blindness, because Natalie's been blinded with spores, and they've made her eyes appear as red as rubies. Which is not a good thing, because of course that means Rupert's had to postpone his museum's opening. And I forgot that actually does happen. If 3 of the warming stones match together, they will in fact explode. I forgot about that. It's been many years since I've last played this game, actually. But yeah, to be fair, it is technically that. It is Candy Crush but old. This game was released in the noughties, so it is classified as definitely an old game. The gimmick with Iceland is the jewels here are frozen under ice, and I've got to use these heating stones to melt them. Ooh, oh dear, that doesn't look good. Okay, that's actually a relief, actually. I was a bit worried there for a second. I can do that. I was thinking, oh no, this might look bad. How the heck was I going to get out of that pickle? Oh. Luckily for me, that was just fortunate luck there. Yes, please. I'm thinking of probably taking a bit of time to try and rediscover my love of puzzle games, because I find that I've been missing them for a while. Makes me feel like I'm reclaiming something that I used to love when I was younger. I got quite far into the game, but I never finished it. I got as far as China Gold, if I remember rightly, but I never got further. Those levels on Gold can be quite hard, if I'm honest. They're quite difficult. But to be fair, there is one particular place where the levels are quite difficult, and that's actually Pacific Northwest. So when you can do a Goose Goose Duck stream, of the group I normally play with, they actually haven't been wanting to play Goose Goose Duck for a while. So I might, I mean, I haven't decided personally. I just need a group of people who might want to play, that's the thing. I just need a group of people. Excuse me. I just need a group of people. But unfortunately, it's just trying to figure out which. You know, a lot of people like to play the draft variant, but Ideally not 12. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, I don't want to do it that late, actually, because I know some of the viewers happen to be later. So that's fair enough. I don't want to do that. I'll need to see if I can find a good time to have a good look at a good time, actually. Okay, that's perfect. We've got a heating stone going for this group here. There you go. Hmm. Right, if I do this, there you go. I love to play Among Us Goose Duck when it's like Super Bread Start Stream. Yeah, I actually think I should try and do that. It's just unfortunately I've got people who like to try and ask me, can I do this? Can I do that sort of thing. I've unfortunately got those types of people around me, unfortunately. But I would love to start earlier actually. So I do know I do have viewers who would prefer earlier times. Let me guess. I think somebody's saying hello to a dog outside. I think I can hear him. I think it's Luna. I mean, it might be. I'm not sure. There's a little dog that sometimes visits us, and it's a neighbour's dog called Luna. She's very cute, but unfortunately, she literally will claw the heck out of me. But she's still a puppy, which is adorable. I'm still trying to get this one actually. So sometimes you've got to work in a certain area. Oh, there you go. The thing you'll actually notice is that every jewel board that you'll find in this game, they're on different types of boards. Now I'll do my best to pronounce this, okay? Do excuse me. Need a drink. As we approach the ice caves of Threaddamer Curacle, I'm currently have few viewers right now. I love earlier streams, yeah. Oh dear. Oh, one moment. Yeah, I was right. What it was, Luna. Sorry, that was actually just a little dog called Luna. Actually, that's that. I thought I heard something. Excuse me a minute. Right. So let me read again. As you approach the cascades of Redimer Kurgical, Ahmed discovers a clue near the mouth of the cave. Large men's footprints. A note of lingering vanilla scent perfume of a French cologne, which I vaguely recognize, but cannot place. When we enter a dark cave, Natty takes me by the hand and says we can feel our way through. I feel the warmth along the wall and realize it's another one of the warming jewels. This is where you would ideally actually get the hidden jewel. It would be there. Because there's only three, and you can put a woman jewel and just have it like that. I got a tablet PC lighting up next to me because I was actually trying to update it and everything. In fact, there it is actually. Oh, that's awkward. I know I'm gonna go. Yeah, no, take care, take care, Patrick. I've been making this into a play for some at some point, so. Unfortunately, some of these jewels are not exactly the easiest to see. Like I mentioned, these two are the exact same color, so they're not easy. Excuse me. There you go. That's how you do it. I've done it again. One thing I like to do is work at the bottom first, and then some of the moves will affect above, which is nice, so. Okay, that's all the difficult ones done. Good night. Good night. Alright, there we go. Anyway, that is another one. You've nearly finished Iceland already. Location: Skaftafell. A man with a raspy voice phones to me and says, "Meet me where the lava turns into hexagons." He must mean the Svartifos Falls, where lava columns surrounded the waters form mystifying hexagonal shapes. When I arrive, a white artificer approaches wearing a collar around its neck. Attached to it is a photo of Emma and Natalie with a message inscribed, "Never lose sight of your family, or else they may become my jewels." Now, the raspy voice is likely Sebastian. As you might remember at the very beginning, Sebastian is Rupert's nemesis. In fact, that's actually perfect. Okay, I just need to get one of those. I got one here and one there. So now that's that one. And now I need to get one in the corner. Skogafoss. We found shelter from an impending rainstorm. We knock on the door of an Icelandic turf house which resembles a cottage built into a hillside, and find the house abandoned. While waiting for the storm to pass, Emma sings a lullaby to Natalie, who has grown frightened by the sounds of the rankest thunderclaps. As Emma embraces her daughter upon her lap, Natalie jumps up in a panic and becomes overwhelmed by an ominous feeling, like being watched by someone. In the gold levels, you will find out will contain the part 2. I nearly fell for the trick that time. That's a good spot there, actually. Okay, there's 2 there, so I'm gonna have to be a bit careful. If a third one lands either side of them, those are gonna be destroyed. So I'm gonna... I could easily destroy them now if I wanted to, but that's really not what I want to do. This is a bit nerve-wracking. I guess I've no choice, really. I didn't have much choice because there was like way too many there. I couldn't think of any see any moves. That's better. Actually, I could take out two in one go like that. Hmm. Perfect. And now the last place of Iceland. Vestmannaeyjar. On Himei the first, Vestmannaeyjar. Feel rejuvenated by the sea air. A man cloaked from head to toe approaches and holds up a book which he claims are the 1,000-year-old sagas written by the Vikings. In a raspy voice, he says the sagas hold no clue about Natalie's cure, and throws himself and the book over the sea cliff's edge. I dive into the water, retrieving the book, and climb back to shore. The cloaked man, however, is nowhere to be found. Thing is, I'm trying to make sure that they align onto this side. Where's it going to land? There you go. Absolutely perfect. Empty space there. That's actually lucky. I was worried I was going to fall off for a second. Shoot. That was not what I wanted. I'm trying to make sure I don't get caught out by the same colours, because unfortunately that's what I'm getting. I need to get 2 more, but unfortunately they're all stuck here. Which isn't good. Hopefully they'll respawn in better places. Shoot, that was not what. Never mind. Hmm. That's one. I just need one more. Hmm. That was. Was it there? I actually couldn't see that. Oh, I can't do that. Actually, do that. That's where I'm gonna have to do it. Is that? I just need to ruby, get that down. There, at long last. There you go. I've only got a little bit of time left. Right, I've only got. Hmm. That's Iceland finished. That's... And that's Amethyst. If I remember rightly. Oh look, it's Europe. But we're going to go to the other place which we didn't go to first, which is South America. South America. Last time I was here, Emma and I visited many of the world's most incredible sights, such as the world's tallest waterfall called Angel Falls in Venezuela, the Andes, the Atacama Desert, and the Amazon rainforest, the largest rainforest in the world. In various towns, we play according to local rules, where we take turns playing on the same dual board. As we play each other, the locals cheer us on. So and then there's a tie, which is typically when players shake hands and walk away with honor. Whenever Emma plays against an opponent, she sometimes loses sight of her strategy. However, when Hanny plays, he tends to be a bit more competitive and harder to beat. You probably noticed there's a person called Hanny here. Hanny, you're going to see what it looks like. He appears in number 2 in the storyline. You'll see there's a lot of different places. With all 8 of these locations, 4 are with Emma and 4 are with Hanny. We meet in Pedro II. We meet a woman in Pedro II, Brazil, who later invites us to her home where she reveals a large fire opal, bright orange in colour on the sides of her fist, and places it upon Natalie. The woman claims that fire opals bestow courage on the wearer and wishes much success in our quest. As we are about to leave, Crosshair whizzes through her window, nearly missing her head. She hears her trying to steal jewels and promptly kicks us out. This is Hanny. This is Rupert. Look at that tiger. There's the 39 wins. Getting a tie is the hidden quest here. South America is a turn-based region. It is your turn first. You work on the same duel board. I'm actually looking for a good... Actually, yes, that is a good move. Now it's Hanny's turn. Please wait while Hanny decides what move to make. Who is the one who got Rupert into these? I was going to do that move earlier, but... In order to get the hidden quest, you need a tie, which means win, which is a win, actually. I need one more and then I win. Oh, thank you. That is a win. This is how South America is. In Cosquez, Colombia, we meet Inez, a woman blinded by spores but who has since been cured. Inez isn't sure what cured her, but shows us photographs of herself taken after she lost her eyesight. Her eyes don't exhibit the same ruby colour as Natalie's, instead reveals an intense shade of emerald green, which might be related to the proliferation of emeralds in the area. Inez offers hope that the cure for Natalie may be within our grasp. This is Emma. Just so you know, Emma and Rupert are married, and they have a daughter. And it's a heart. First 34 wins. The music will change. She did a better job than Hanny so far. My first playthrough of this after so many years. We're even at the minute, number-wise. Thank you. That was easy. In order to get... There was another way of doing that move, by the way. I can see the move she'll do, and it's likely... No, oh no, it's not. Actually, that's taken away some of the jewels I was going to use in my next move, actually. She'd need to get all the other squares if we were to get the duel. But I don't see any squares that would get me... That would give me the next thing. I see it Ruby and... Oh, not where I was going with that one, but whatever. And there you go. I'm not gonna aim to try and get the hidden quest of this. I might get that off stream actually. I record it, I think. Ospragao d'Oeste. We track Sebastian to a town of Ospigao d'Oeste in Brazil. Spectres have arrived by the droves to conduct clandestine mining expeditions in hopes to find valuable jewels. Surely Sebastian won't be able to resist the chance to steal a new jewel. In Cinta Larga, Indians, other known as the White Belts, defend their land against the Prospectors. In exchange for clues that may help cure Natalie, Emma and I try to persuade the Prospectors to leave, but alas, they ignore us. First to 43 wins. We get 42 each. Oh, it's still going. That was impressive. Not like Aruba's just smiling. There is a 3 here as well, so... Oh, she didn't see it. I was going to do that move, actually. Unfortunately, I've already mined the gold before she came, so... That's a bit unfortunate. Oh, she's going for that move. I was thinking of that move as well. Hmm. Emma's not doing very good on this board, unfortunately, so... Oh. And there's 43. Minas Gerais. Minas Gerais, Brazilian football players from the Atlético team practice inside the Independencia Stadium, wearing the usual black and white vertical striped shirts. The players practice from here, a sharp whiz in the air, followed by a cry of agony. A young man dressed as the team's mascot, a rooster, staggers towards us. He's been hit by a crossbow ankle in the foot. Honey believes that the arrow narrowly missed us that was actually meant for me. Oh, that's a bit awkward. Oh, hello, Emma again. First to 32 wins. I think this board might actually be the easier one to get the... Emma's like the easier one to take on compared to Hanny. I assume my next move. I always look to things down below. Because the gems will influence more moves up there. If we get 31 each. Oh, that was a good move, actually. Yeah, I knew she was going to go for that one. But that's unfortunate. I could keep that, actually. So that way, I want to see if I can get I don't want to win yet. Because I'll only go for win if she hasn't done the move. Okay, that wasn't the move I was expecting her to do. I want to get the draw. The tie, actually. I just want the tie, that's all. But I will have to go for the wind move if I have to. Yeah, time starts to run out, so I will have to go for the winning move. That's good. That's good. She's good. Hmm. Oh wow, that was quite a move. Everything just went in the literal sense. Can she get this one? Thank you. I just want her to get the draw. That's what I want. Please draw. I want to draw. Are you serious? I'm sorry. Sorry, this is getting painful to watch. I'm sorry, that was just getting painful. I could have ended that some time ago, but I just wanted to see if I could get the tile on that map. Anahai. Because of a large herd of llamas blocking the main road leading to Anahai, Bolivia, we travel a few hundred miles away to Salar de Uyuni in search of more clues. As we get closer, Nasty complains of muscle aches, which worsen in pain, and then remembers the world's largest salt flats existed in Salar de Uyuni. We explain the emergency to the salt truck driver. He offers to drive us there. As we scrape enough salt into Nasty's mouth, and soon enough she feels healthy again. Oh, we found all the vendors. Okay, so the rest of the ones is going to be Hanny. Hanny's not exactly going to be the easiest, but the first one we had with him was actually quite easy to defeat him, which was kind of funny. Oh, that was a good move. I was going to do that move myself, but unfortunately. Oh wow! Right, this one is first to 46. Yeah, I was gonna say I see. I'd say that was a good move there. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Oopsie daisy. That sound effect is actually kind of funny if you try and go on their turn. It's kind of funny. We're at 40 now, so yeah, it was either that or we'll exchange with that one. I'll make it the mission to try and get that one in particular. Oh, nice one actually. Oh, excuse me. She saw it. Okay, that's good. There are 41 and 43 respectively. Unfortunately, I can't say I paused my gameplay because unfortunately, let's try that. I deliberately did that move, so if she can make a move, that would probably... Can she do the move? No, she can't. Right, that's all of the ones with Emma now. The rest of the ones I'm doing are Hanny now. It's gonna be fun. Amethysta du Sol. Emma returns to the Adobe-style lodge, where we are staying in order to take a nap. We find a letter written by Sebastian pinned to the door. In the letter, Sebastian claims that someone, perhaps an enigmatic man with a gruff voice, is trying to frame him for the acts of sabotage against us, and that he is not to blame. Sebastian begs Emma to believe him and says that soon enough he'll show us the evidence to prove his innocence. "57 wins. Do do do. That smile though. Okay, didn't see it. Okay, I'm 3 ahead, but this is getting quite close, actually. Ooh, that was actually a good one. Yeah, I was gonna do that move next, actually. Okay, now I have to get the remaining 2. If I don't, Hanny wins. If I do that move, he's... Okay, Phoebe didn't see it. It's getting close. We can draw if I play it right. And that'll be what I need. This is getting very intense. Hmm. Hmm. If I try and keep lowering the thing down... I lost. There you go. That was unfortunately close. Yeah. We can try again. To be fair, that was a close match. I mean, I was trying to do all the moves and everything. Finally, Hanny managed to get smarter on this one because on the first time on a different one he was not great, but this time he got me good there. Whew. But thankfully we always start first, so I'm not having that one be the bane of my existence this time. Yeah, I was going to do that move next, actually. Jeez, that was this one's going to be a big loss for me. Blinking heck. He got a lot of gold with all that. Trying to get as many points as I can at this. See how much I can salvage. Yeah, I'd say that was a quick one. That was quick. It's just unfortunate that he just had a good boost from the move he did there. Like on literally up to 30. That was quite a big score. There you go. Come to 27, immediately from 0. Not gonna lie, but that's impressive. He'll get that one for sure. Yeah, he will. I was close enough. Hmm. If Hanny gets the others, he can win. I'll see if I can get a draw on this one instead. I mean, I'm already at the draw score, so... Oh, never mind. Never mind. Well, I still won, so... I can simply come back and get the draw if I can, but it's just trying to figure out which one would be the best one to do it on. Right. Santa Maria. When you reach Santa Maria, we stop into the first restaurant we can to across the Node Viejo Ada. Oh, I think it's Vejada? I think that's how I pronounce it. A Brazilian stew made of beans, lots of pork, jerked beef, and smoked sausage. As we hover our steaming clay pots and side dishes, Honey takes a spoonful of stew and begins to choke. We slap Honey repeatedly on the back until he finally clears his throat and amazingly coughs up an aquamarine jewel. Someone must have snuck into the kitchen and planted it in the stew. First to 40 wins. So 39 is the draw score. Okay, I need to try and get some more because he's now got. I'm going to try and get some more. Thankfully, it's to 40, so. Okay, he's got it. That grin. Thankfully, a draw counts as a win too, so. Okay, then that was a lot. That's smirk. Oh wow, that's a smirk. Currently, we're in the lead so far, so okay, we'll get a 2 here. I can see it. There you go. And he needs to get the others. All I want is a draw. Hmm. Right, I think I've actually managed to get him. We should be able to do it now. The draw. Get us the draw, Hanny. Thank you. High score. There you go. There you go. We managed to get it. So now, Oval. From Oval, Chile, we follow a trail of boot prints and soon find the air unbearably hot. Fresh and sweat, Emma suggests that we go swimming at the lake up ahead. Emma sees a stunning blue lapis jewel in the water. When she dives down to retrieve it, a large net descends upon her. They hear cackling laughter coming from behind a tall ginkgo biloba tree. I have no doubt that Sebastian is just mocking us now. We don't need to draw now. We've already done it. Well, this was the smallest board, I believe. 29, I believe. Yeah, thought so. But we've already got the draw jewel, which is good. So we don't need to go back and get the draw. So score still going up there. Yeah, I was gonna go for that move next. If he didn't, so... I got my next move lined up, so... There you go. And that is the end of South America on this run. This is Europe. The hidden quest is relatively easy. Follow these first 3 moves of your opponent. Pretty easy. Now, we travel to Europe to visit our friend Hanny, who has moved there after helping us in Africa a few years ago. He offers a tour of his home, where he continues to collect valuable artifacts. His possession is that of a knight's armor from the Middle Ages. Seeing that knight armor reminds me of what it feels like to spar and go head-to-head against someone in competition. For each move, a knight must have an equally offsetting counter move. That can also apply to duel boards at times. I think of the many times I played against others with my duel board, and gladly accept Emma and Hanny's invitations to duel against each other. Now, Unharm, are you still there? I'm just wondering. I just wonder if he's there, actually. I like to show Unharm something actually funny. If he remembers this from the game of Chameleon a few weeks ago. We arrive in Helsinki, Finland, as preparations for the upcoming 1952 Summer Olympics are underway. As we enter the Helsinki Olympic Stadium, the guide shows us to the tower from which you can see the entire city. Natalie used to ride horses, asks if she can compete in the Olympics someday. I tell her of course she can, although I feel tremendous guilt because we still haven't found a cure to remedy Lucy's blindness, and I would hate to give her a false hope. We're against Hanny. We have to do the first 3 moves, okay? Okay, I thought I'd just get that over and done with. The European music, it just gets more and more intense. Or of Europe, in Europe here, you happen to defeat the other two by beating them on the board. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do this, right? Actually, that might be easier. Helsinki's board, if I remember, was a nightmare to finish. Right, I need to go. Right, that's right. I've done that now. He's still got one square, and I've still got like 3. Not gonna be easy. But I've already done the right, I've got that. Right. This one's purely I need focus. Got it. That was quite fierce, not gonna lie. Whew. Now this is Redcar. This is in the UK. Emma and I bring Natalie to Redcar's beachside promenade for some fresh air. Sassy plays with the sand. And think of how she resembles Emma, both having olive skin, dark hair, and freckles on their noses. Mrs. Adventure Spirit doesn't seem to hint her curiosity, but ever since she had been blinded by sports, Natalie's eyes have lost their usual sparkle, instead revealed a dull sheen, turning from her once warm dewy eyes to a bleak ruby colour. These levels require pure concentration due to the fact that it is against the computer, so... I'm still trying to figure out how to get this one, so... I don't think that's gonna... That was a great move, personally, but whatever. Thankfully I can see each jewel this time. I really need to try and get... Perfect. Right. Yeah, you have to defeat the board before your opponent. That's all it is. This actually gives a good gateway into learning how the tournament mode of this game works. Bergen, Norway. At Vagen Bay in Bergen, Norway, we visit an open-air fish market. Slay is fascinated by the smell of fresh crab and shellfish. Vendor says that I should buy a fish for Natalie and adds that I won't regret it. Convinced, I'll buy a small fish for Natalie and let her carry it in a bag. As we walk away, the fisherman races towards us, heavily breathing and shouts to everyone, and the flash flood is coming this way. I should have. I was meant to do a different move there, actually. No matter. I'll just carry on that. I'll just carry on going as it is. I'll see how many places I can actually finish before the end of this stream. I actually wonder. Hmm. Hmm. In fact, MS still had 2 squares left on the board. That was a bit close, actually, for comfort. That was actually a good one. Now, I'm going to show you the other place I could have gone to instead. Here. It's Australia! In Australia, we are advised by the wise indigenous Australian Tandanya, an affable woman with long hair grew up near the August rock formations in Central Australia. Hello, Brad. We're in Australia. Good day, mate. We have now reached Australia. We've been through Central America. We've been through South America. Ireland. Oh, goes again. Good day. I've had a few losses in South America, but that's the only times I've had losses so far. In fact, I did not finish reading all that actually. Let me go back and read. When I implore her for advice on how to help our daughter, she recounts a story about a renowned explorer who once found 149 silver coins, a record that has yet to be beaten. Sandania believes that if we can surpass the record and find 150 coins, then a quest to find a cure for Nessie will be completed successfully. She offers us a hint on where to find the silver coins by mentioning that the great silver towns of Australia should offer many possible sources to find more of the coins. The world is now completely done. Oh, that's good, Brad. Yeah, I do apologize I couldn't stay for the entire thing, but I did want to stream this. So this is Australia. The hidden quest here is get 150 coins on a board. I have to balance experience, no worries. Marlborough, so Nessie's sense of hearing seems to become more acute and sensitive. When Honey accidentally knocked over a glass from the table, Nessie reaches over and catches it as it falls from the table. Before it reaches the ground, Emma and I are stunned. Nessie then complains of hearing the continuous clapping noise in the distance. We search but are unable to locate the source of the noise, but we believe she may be hearing someone playing Aboriginal clapsticks. Here are the coins. You can hear this music is definitely sounding like we're in Australia right now. We have to collect 100 to remove the seal. If we get 100 on a board, 150 on a board, we'll be able to get the hidden quest finished. Has the music like that, like Iroh, yeah. You can tell a lot of the traditional, like Australian instruments as well. Here's the thing, Brad. Unfortunately, I've had to find. I'm actually. This is actually a display capture stream, unfortunately, because I don't know how the heck I'm gonna get this to a good size to actually stream it. So, yeah, well, not much I can do there, but better than nothing, I suppose. Right, I'll need to get this one as well. So. And Harm agrees the puzzle games, actually, they are great, so... I used to play a lot of puzzle games when I was younger, so this is one of them. I did have Dual Quest 2 as well, which, coincidentally, I managed to get as well, so that was nice. I was just trying to type fair on keyword with a caps lock. So I typed die, which is concerning. It's feel like early 2000s. What do you mean the game? Yeah, I'd say this game came out in the noughties because according to Steam, this was out in, well, the pack itself came out in 2009, which I don't think. I'm trying to remember because I mean I was definitely in my teenage years when I was playing this. So in the what? I don't remember actually. I remember which shop I actually got it from. It was Maplin in a town my dad loved to go to when I was younger. Fortunately, we don't live there anymore. Hmm. As you can tell, this game you have to get all the squares to gold. I'm gonna go back to Europe after this one. I just thought I'd play some of the Australia dual board here for a second. Yeah, they're called dual boards here. Oh, there goes one of the coins. If they land on an edge like that, unfortunately, there's not much you can do there. Fork. I really needed that there. Hmm. Is it just the one in the corner? I have to get this one as well. It's just that one, but I also get this one when I get the 100. So I still have 2 squares to go. One moment, I'm gonna have a quick refreshing drink. Excuse me, I just needed a drink there. There was a cup of Earl Grey that I completely forgot about behind me. Oopsie daisy. Thankfully, once the quest is fulfilled, I think the coins still remain here. That's unfortunate. Wait. There you go. So this is actually more of a story. There is a story behind the game, and that is Rupert Pack, who is the guy we're playing on. I mispronounced that. My bad. The guy. I'm gonna go back to Europe actually. This is where I was working on. So we got Hamburg. We got the Orkney Islands, Vidal Oberstein, Monte Bianco, and Selimier. I believe that's how it's pronounced. We meet the legendary gemologist Seda in Semiliye, Turkey. She says that she recently received a phone call from a man with a raspy voice who claimed he had possession of a jewel no one has ever seen before, which can be found in a remote mine 7 miles away. He says this jewel awaits and holds the key to Natalie's cure. He wonders that this might be a trap, but we must go to the mines to find out. Oh, we're against Emma. Now, I'd like to point out the characters. Emma is Rupert's wife. Natalie is the daughter, and Hanny is a friend of Rupert's. Cringeal Quest 2. This is number 3 we're playing, so. I'll say I played a lot of Dual Quest 2 as well, so why are they fighting each other? It's not a fight, this is just more of a friendly competition on the dual boards, that's all it is. There is going to be a thing on the Gold Quest, which is going to be intriguing considering the opponent. I won't spoil it for those who've not played this. I've played the Gold of Europe before, so basically the aim of the game is just to fill in the squares before the other for your opponent. When you start the rating system in the tournament set, you're given the immediate rating of 1,500. I played tournaments a while ago. I did get up there, get up quite high actually, which was nice. Patrick came by earlier and said this is Candy Crush but older, which is technically true. It is actually. I mean, Patrick's not wrong. I mean, he is correct. This is basically more of a predecessor to all the matching games you see nowadays. Because this series has been on for a while. Like, I've lost track. It's been at least 2 decades, roughly. So, oh, there's a... Is that a... Do I see a shiny Noivern in the chat? Oh, that was a good move. Ooh, close. Right. I'm still ahead so far, actually. I knew they were all rip-offs. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily like all of them are rip-offs, because some of them might have different, like, details, like they were themed on something. Like Candy Crush is based on literal sweets that would be matching. Anyway. That one looks like a castle, to be honest with you. So this one, like back years ago, this would have been on a CD-ROM that you'd put into a computer, and you would be playing the game from that. The Orkney Islands in Scotland. We arrived at the second sun, the Hoy Lighthouse on Grahamsay Island. As I climbed stairs inside the tower, a wind whips fiercely outside. All of a sudden, the lighthouse takes off an eerie, suffocating atmosphere. When I reach the top landing, I realize that no one is there and stare out towards the horizon. I notice a shimmering object in the sky. I take a close look with my binoculars and see a red biplane heading towards the lighthouse. Back in my day, yeah, that is true. Oh, we're Emma again. There's one of those. So you'll see Hanny. He appears to be a bit like a pirate character. He appears in Jewel Quest 2. He has his own like story arc as well. I'll be playing number 2 at some point as well, so. I find the music for Europe quite good actually. But yo ho ho. What is it, Brad? Oh yeah, pirate. Yeah. I see what you mean. I just realized what you meant there. That's silly me. Yeah, pretty much. My brain just forgot. My bad. As you can tell, the music's quite intense in Europe, in my opinion. I like it. Iceland's music's good as well. I mentioned it earlier, but my favorite is China. That one's actually a good one. Right, there's a top of the pyramid as well. Excuse me, I did not want to do that move. Shoot, if it just remained there, I could have had it. Oh, there it is. That was close. So thankfully I've cleared all the hidden quests up until now, except for Australia. Right, now we're in Hamburg. In Hamburg, we meet Floretta, whose father had given her an amber tile shortly before his death. We soon find a map hidden in her father's desk, which illustrates where to find the fabled Amber Room, a room made entirely of amber that was stolen from Russia and hidden by the Nazis during World War II. The amber tile Floretta received from her father must have been a way of proving to her that he knew where the Amber Room has been hidden. So yeah, this story, year-wise, is in 1952, by the way. Because in Helsinki, you'll see there are things related to the the Summer Olympics that were in Helsinki as well. Now, Hanny's rating is 200 more than Emma, as you've realised, so... Yeah, I thought I'd read all these out as well, so... I'm more of a person who works on the bottom, works my way up. That's how I do it, so... Yeah, unfortunately I will be concentrating just a little bit, so don't mind me just, like, focusing on this, okay? Okay, I nearly have all of that now. Hmm. Shoot, that's, yes, 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 there. Okay, that's good. Now I can work back up here now. It's fine, it's speed-based, not turn-based. Yeah, I'll say the turn-based one was South America. And I just realised where the last one was. Thankfully. Yeah, I'll say there is a turn-based one that is South America. So... You're basically trying to do it against the board, so... No, Idar Orbestein. We also show Georg, another purported victim of the spores who resides in Idar Oberstein, Germany. We find Georg. He tells us, unlike the other victim stories, a mysterious man with a raspy voice who approached him also confessed that he's hoping to find a cure for Natalie and the other victims. Can this be true, or is this mysterious man with a raspy voice trying to mislead us? Now, now the thing is, Natalie has been blinded by spores. That's unfortunately left her eyes as colourful as red ruby jewels. Which is unfortunate, because we need to find a cure for her, but there are other victims who've been affected as well. In fact, sweet, that's perfect. In fact, let me show you something you can do here. Ta-da! So I gotta go back to look. Can I have a stream? Okay, Brad, take care. Are you wondering? Brad's actually is doing a lot of work earlier, bless him. I admire his diligence to do things. We've nearly got it. Okay, I managed to get... Yes. There you go. You still got one more place to go, and that is Monte Blanco. In a nearby town of Chamonix, we find a translucent moonstone, which Natty loves because of its smooth surface. Along with the moonstone is a note instructing us to reach the summit of the Alps. We ride the cable car that ascends up the steep mountainside. Ask the cable car operator a question. When he turns around, he reveals his mask-covered face, and with a raspy voice says, "Don't move or I'll deplete the car of oxygen." Uh-oh. Oh, excuse me. There we go. We're back. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm actually surprised you didn't see that move, okay? So we've got one more left. There you go. And now is the gold equivalent of the coin we found for Australia. This one's for Africa. Okay. Silver means we've been to. But I'm actually going to go to, in fact, Australia and finish off that one. You've already finished, so one of them already. So, Lightning Ridge. Preparations for annual Children's Goat Race in Lightning Ridge, Australia are underway, which is where we meet Jacinta, an Australian girl. She tells us that her goat has been severely sick and may be unable to compete. But when Nassie approaches, the goat becomes so energetic that Jacinta insists that Nassie must participate in the race instead of her. When the race begins, Natalie and the harnessed goat push ahead, quickly passing the other goats until they reach the finish line first. As this game is time-based, I can't exactly pause the gameplay, unfortunately, so... And I thought this song initially, I would have thought of the movie The Rescuers Down Under for some reason. I think people might understand, might know, actually. In order for me to get the 150 to do the secret quest, it's gonna have to be a bigger board, unfortunately, in order for me to do that particular hidden quest. Oof, that was a good one. That was a good move there. I'm sorry, I needed to get rid of that. Oh, excuse me, that was not the right move. There you go. Oh, that's a 5 there. I just need 25 more. Thankfully, we don't need to get 200 to get the two things removed. It's just 100. And that's it. 84, okay. We just need 16. Right? That will not work. I just need 6 more coins. Will I get that? Oh. There's 3. Oh, that's a relief. You can still collect the coins after they're opened, so... Hmm. There you go. Now I'll show what Africa looks, or the African one looks like. Let's go. In Africa, we find a safari jeep to an archaeologist's dig beside a volcanic mountain where fossils from a hunter-gatherer community have been excavated. When we investigate the site, we sift the dirt and find 5 sparkling gold coins etched in Khoisan script, which translates to only 5 golden ones may outshine the sun's radiance. The saying prompts you to wonder if the coins somehow shed light on the cure for Natalie. An archaeologist says that a few African masks have been stolen from the site, and I suspect Sebastian has something to do with the looting. Based on my earlier quest in Africa, I'm familiar with Sebastian's hideout, and I suspect we can find him soon enough. Spitzkoppe. Emma and Hanny rush in excitedly because they heard a radio broadcast this morning about a French visitor they believe may be Sebastian searching for a green garnet jewel that's rumoured to exist in Spitzkoppe, Namibia. We travel to the arid town and interview a Himba woman who says that a Frenchman, disgusted by his vanilla cinder cologne, asked her to prepare some traditional deodorant made of smoke from smouldering herbs, plants, and aromatic resins. Sebastian might be here somewhere. The lion will be familiar. This is the opening song for this game, by the way. I have a feeling, wasn't this one also a 5? I don't remember. I'll say, just so you know what a special does, it means you can actually use it to clear the square or make a square gold if you want. This is how they were in Dual Quest 2. They kept this feature only for the African levels, that's all they did. But there's a very unsettling face you're going to find once you've finished the African levels, which is unfortunate. Hmm. What was it good? Hmm. Wait, sorry. Hang on. Hmm. That's perfect. Wait, hang on. This means I'm running out of time. That's what that means. Hmm. I was going to aim to try not to use specials. Unfortunately, I couldn't avoid on that occasion because the bottom bits are quite difficult to get the things into. Now, I believe actually which one. Actually, wait, hang on a minute. Was it you actually, Australia? I think Australia had what we're looking for. It's this one actually. This is a. If anyone's played number 2, you might recognize that. Victoria. In a more densely populated city of Victoria in Australia, a note is handed to us on the train which reads, "The first apostle wears the sun you'll need for your journey." Further bullets out the note is referring to Victoria's landmark of limestone stacks called the 12 Apostles. Land a helicopter on top the first apostle and soon find a nugget, the size of a lemon made of pure gold, which glitters in the sun. I'll make this the last level I'm going to do before I end the stream, okay? If only I could just like sort that out. Getting closer to getting the 100 now. Okay, that's actually perfect. Perfect. Knickers. That's not what I needed. I was close, honestly. It shouldn't get this corner. There you go. That's better. Now, you've reached 22% of the game so far. They're not even halfway through. In this game, there are in fact the silver levels, and then there are the gold levels. The gold levels are going to be more difficult than the silver, but some of the later chapters in the silver are still going to be as difficult. Anyway, I know who I will drop by actually, and I give a good raid to my good friend Angel actually. So Angel's playing a game of I think it's Super Mario, I believe, if I recall when I just checked briefly. Anyway, I can't I switch back and double check on my computer, so unfortunately I'll have to leave it like this. Anyway, I will go and get maybe displays sorted out for next time I play this, so to all the guys, girls, fun and binaries, please take care, stay safe, so well. I will see you on Friday, but not for the games you're thinking of. It will be something completely different.